What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here. Got one more night in the cabin, then heading down to the ATL, do some work down there. But first of all, just want to, hopefully you guys are having a great weekend, great March Madness, all that kind of good stuff. Now we got our finals, but hey, before we get rolling, make sure you guys hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, like. Make sure you hit the alert, all that kind of stuff. Get all the business out of the way so we can talk some football. But it's been a good week up here, mixing some work. Had a little quiet time, get the batteries recharged, get ready for this draft, and seeing a lot of stuff, getting a chance to kind of get updated on a lot of things out there. Obviously, some great mock drafts, some great content going out there. But I want to share my thoughts on it. But first of all, I put this on Twitter. You know, your boy, when you get up in these small towns, I like to look in some of these shops and found this cool little old school Dallas Cowboy helmet. It was a bank and painted up. Nice. $10. I mean, how do you not add this to the Cowboys cave? A little nostalgia, a little something cool. So that's my new addition to the cave that I found up here. So, but let's get on to the business. Drop a little video here, and I definitely want to get your guys' thoughts and comments. And talking to some people while I'm up here. Obviously, when you wear your cowboy gear, you always get some response. Some's good, some's bad. But the common thing people are talking about, what are they going to do with the draft? How close are the Cowboys? Can they get last year behind them and focus on this year? And I always got to remind people, man, look at last year. That's a little bit of an anomaly. I mean, you had so many injuries. Obviously, your starting quarterback goes down. That changes everything. So you're getting Dak back. You're seeing the videos, in good shape, moving around, lost a few pounds. So I'm not worried about the quarterback. Then they've made some moves in the offseason, what I call, the meat and potatoes of the team. Kind of that, not the superstars, but the guys that just got to get it done. So they went ahead and did that. Got that out of the way. Now it's the draft. And the draft has to be about playmakers. Got to get playmakers. Don't overthink it. Don't get too cute. Just get playmakers. So some people are talking about the running back. Would you take a running back in the first round? Is that too much of a premium on that draft pick to put on a running back when the running back class is so deep? Maybe you go in the second round. Maybe you go in the third round. All I'm trying to say, if Genty's there, if Hampton's there, you want him, you get him. Don't even think twice about it. Get it done. Me personally, I would like to get a receiver in the first round only because I just don't know how deep that class is compared to the running back. And, I was talking to a buddy of mine a couple days ago and talked about Egbuka from Ohio State. I like him. I think he's the most polished, finished, NFL-ready receiver in the draft. May not have the highest ceiling. Maybe T-Mac obviously has that high ceiling. You're seeing some hate coming about him, talking about does he love football, does he watch film. I mean, that's what you're going to get with this draft. You're going to get all these narratives, all the negative, bringing these guys down, these young kids down. So I don't really get into all that noise. But when I think about Egbuka, and you know me, man, I'm a U, and I don't like Ohio State. They stole not really their fault, but the refs stole a championship from us. But we should have beat the hell out of them anyway. It shouldn't even been that close. Put it in their hands. But that's another story for another show. But what I like about him is he's battle tested. Comes from championship program. Fresh off a national title. He probably, because of the competition at Ohio State, he had to compete day in and day out. Not only for his job, but also in practice. Going against, the best competition. So that's what I really like when I see kids coming out of colleges. Which ones are battle tested? Which ones had to fight for everything? That's why I love Cam Ward so much. Not to get on another subject, but you look at Cam Ward as a quarterback, not recruited, 0 stars, had to fight his way, went out to Washington State, goes to Miami, puts on huge numbers, gets Miami back on the map. That's what I like. Those guys, they got some grit. I'm not saying T-Mac doesn't. I'm not saying Burden doesn't. I think you can't go wrong with probably any of the top 4 Golden. You probably can't go wrong with any of the top 4 receivers. But me personally, I think Egbuka is the most polished. I think he's the smoothest route runner. I think you put him in, I don't think there's going to be any doubt that he's going to be able to be an instant impact alongside CeeDee Lamb. He's going to be that playmaker opposite CeeDee Lamb. Now, if you want to go running back, I don't think Genty's going to be there. I think the Raiders, everything is kind of all eyes are pointing to the Raiders. They get a quarterback, so I don't know if they're really going to draft one. They're in love with Genty, so word on the street is he's not going to get past Vegas. He's a big name. That's what Vegas needs. They need superstars in there, so it's not going to be him. So then you go to Hampton. Hampton is a dynamic running back. Again, I'm a Miami guy, so I've seen him at North Carolina. He's physical, he's big, he's fast. He's going to be a guy that you can drop in and go. And anyone who knows the Cowboys know running game is where we're hurting. Probably more than receiver, to be honest with you. So if the Cowboys scouts and everyone believes so much in Hampton as being that much of a gap between Hampton and the next guy down below that you can get in the second round or the third round, then you pull the trigger, don't think twice about it, drop the hype video, and let's get ready to roll. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. I know there's a lot of talk with Golden. He's got speed. He's probably could be dynamic, but I'm just telling you, Egbuka for me, Ohio State, national title, battle-tested, constantly competing in practice. He's a guy that's going to come on here with some attitude. He's going to come on this team with that attitude. I think Hampton is a physical type runner. He's going to bring a presence. So I don't think you can go wrong either way. But what I do know is they need to get playmakers. They need to get playmakers, and that's what this draft has to be about. I don't want to see an offensive lineman in the first round. I need a dynamic playmaker. Could be a cornerback. I mean, I'm not going to hate on them if they wanted to get a cornerback with their first pick, because again, you don't know what's going to happen with Diggs. Obviously, you got Bland. You lost Jay Lou. So there's a lot of things that they got to figure out. But we're going to get closer and closer to this draft. We're going to have some more draft talk. That's probably, I've taken a little bit of hiatus, kind of recharging these batteries, like I said. So I haven't really dropped a whole bunch of content. But we're going to get into draft mode. As soon as I get back to the crib, back to the Cowboys cave, hopefully it's in one piece, left it with my kids to watch over. It better not have got destroyed, or I have some kids living on the street. You understand what I just said? So, but the season's getting, man. When the draft goes, then man, you have that little lull, but we're in full speed to this season. I'm excited about it. I made a little bit of a wager with a buddy of mine who's a Patriots fan, and I don't know if it's accurate, but